Welcome to San Jose, California, as Week 7 of the SFLm. Season 6 is finally here. Tonight, the 4-2 San Jose Flight take on the 1-5 Annapolis Navigators, as Annapolis' last breath for postseason hopes breathes tonight. Hello, everyone. Along with Rochelle Colson, I'm Cameron Irvine, the Louisiana duo, back at it again tonight. How you doing, Rochelle?
Hey, Cam. It should be a pretty good game, and Apple's is actually a better team than their record shows, I think. So it should be a pretty close game if you ask me.
Navigators almost got their second win in a row last week, but came up just short, battling the Madison Lynx. San Jose's been somewhat up and down, but they have been clutch late in ball games, making victories happen all season long. Gene Struthers, Austin Blanco meet at midfield.
I think you're going to both see a lot of halfback plays tonight with Chris Grant and with J.Z. Bacon.
And we'll see Chris Grant Jr. first. Navigators want the football here on the road. Trying to make a statement. Bacon and Grant Jr. getting plenty of carries so far this season.
Not only carries, they have plenty of receptions as well. You know.
Ball is kicked, and we are underway here in California. That return comes out to the 26-yard line. In terms of carries so far this season, it's 125 for J.Z. Bacon, 113 for Chris Grant Jr. They're very similar in terms of yards per carry, and that's kind of the tail of the tape, Rochelle, with these two teams so far.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have very similar stats also. It's kind of hard to differentiate them, but their records are definitely different.
Struthers fires it outside on the first play, and that pass is hauled in by the that's Chris Grant Jr., the back out of the backfield, number 45. Let's meet the rest of the Annapolis offense. Gene Struthers, Grant Jr., Lars Bazar, your fullback. Wide receivers Ronnie Shanahan, Goldie Morrison, and Joel Harleman, who just signed a free agent contract with Baltimore, a two-way via Jacksonville from season 19. 2nd and 9 at the Annapolis 27 after 1-yard catch from Grant Jr., and that pass from Struthers is caught at the Annapolis 38-yard line. That's Morrison for a Navigator first down early on.
Great job there by Struthers to get rid of the ball in a hurry. Find a receiver open in the middle of the field.
Tacoma and Albuquerque are underway, 7-6 in the second quarter. Tacoma looking for an upset there in the rain-soaked Washington. As Struthers pass again, looking for, check that. That was going to Curtis Walker, and just unable to haul that in, brings up second down.
It was a great play, Cam. He was wide open. He just dropped the ball.
The San Jose defense pretty talented on the defensive front. J.J. Reed, Robert Thump, on the line. Your linebackers, Mojo McClain, Stan Diamond, and Marcus Benson. In the secondary, Braylon King Moore, Nicholas Frossel, Max Cole, Sam Blotner, Joshua Durr, and Savon Watson, as Struthers fires it outside to Shanahan for a 5-yard completion. Tackle at the end by King Moore, the two-way out of Mexico City. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Starting to move the ball around a little bit, giving to different receivers. Keeping everybody involved in the offense.
Yeah, I like what I've seen out of Annapolis' passing attack so far. Struthers really mixing it up. Has hit 4 different players with targets so far. And this deep ball down the sideline going to Shanahan is beautifully knocked away by Sam Blotner. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and Annapolis' drive stalls after a handful of passes.
And he just has to be in the right place at the right time, stuck his hand up, deflected the ball. Give the receiver no chance to catch it at that time.
San Jose gets the first stop of the night. And Annapolis will punt the football away. From the 21, return comes out to the 27-yard line, and that's where San Jose will take over. Austin Blanco this season, 1,137 yards. These are one of the poorer passing offenses in the league, but positive touchdown to interception ratio for Blanco, 7 touchdowns and 6 picks, one of 4 SFLm quarterbacks with a positive TD to INT ratio. Handoff to JZ Bacon, and Bacon on the first play is stuffed. Nice wrap up by Jupiter Juno. Bring up 2nd and 11.
Yep, Juno gave him no place to go. He covered that hole one quickly and got a great stop with a loss of 1 there.
Pretty night in San Jose. 60 degrees. Feels like 62. That's cooler than here at headquarters.
Ugh, yes.
Wishing for 60, although I think we're going to get it tomorrow. Blanco's 2nd down and 11. Will throw for the first time tonight. Fires an out route that is hauled in on the near sideline to Kane Mamadou. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Now, San Jose's also mixing it up a little bit. Used to seeing, most of the stuff go to JZ Bacon, whether they're involved in all the offense right now.
I see Mojo in the chat. Will Chandler, Gina McFly, Joshua Hartshorn, Fox Highwind, Rain Man doing some scouting. Frosty Times, Skinny's in the house. Daniel Wright as well. That is a pass out to Bacon, who falls just short of the first down. Wrapped up by Jupiter Juno, and before we could even get to the lineups on this flight possession, it's a 3 and out for San Jose. They'll punt it away.
Yeah, I guess they're on 37. I guess you really can't go for it at this point. It's still a 0-0 game. So Hacker is already scouting this game.
A little over 100 spots left in the pros as the free agents have continued to trickle in today. Plenty of opportunities still out there for this class of SFLm as Annapolis gets the ball to the 26-yard line. Free agency last night. Rochelle, any surprises? You see any of that?
Well, I was surprised to see Ike McBride go to Carolina.
Big move. Big move for the Skyhawks. Filling in for Pseudo Nakai, who is yet to sign but is involved in many ways down there in the reshaped San Diego Mavericks organization. So we can see what Ike can do in that Carolina offense as Struthers fires it outside to Grant Jr. Again, the flats well covered. Breaks off a 1 tackle, but still only able to pick up 2. Stan Diamond with the wrap-up, but San Jose's been all over the flats early on in this one.
Yep, they're doing a really good job on defense containing Chris Grant Jr. there.
Second and 8 at the Annapolis 28-yard line. 7:20 to go in the first. Handoff and a little trap first run of the game for the Navigators. Picks up a few more. So getting into 3rd down and manageable. 3rd and 5 now coming up for Annapolis.
And they're not getting very much up the middle tonight so far, Cam. Let's see if the O-line can make some decent holes for them in the future.
3 wide receivers. 2 to the top of the screen, far side right. Struthers steps up in the pocket, fires outside. That ball is caught. First down to Marty Alonso. Yet another different target for this Annapolis offense, and it's a first down, Navigators.
Yeah, I thought for sure we see a lot of Chris Grant Jr., but they're doing a really good job of just mixing the ball onto all his weapons, hitting first downs, and moving the ball.
Struthers staying balanced on his toes. They go 4 wide on 1st and 10 here at the 40. Flip outside, and again in the flats, nothing doing. That's 3 times on first down. They have set themselves up for failure. Brings up 2nd and long.
Looks like San Jose did their scouting this week and was ready for this little out routes to the halfback.
Annapolis 4 losses this season by 1 score, which is why the stats probably look so comparative, but the record's not. And that pass is intercepted, and San Jose hauls in the first turnover of the night. Braylon King Moore with the interception.
Neither one of these quarterbacks are very interception prone, but he just underthrew that ball, and the defender was right there to catch it.
Shanahan was the intended target, and yeah, it was almost like Shanahan wasn't really looking for it and ran that route too far. Miscommunication there. San Jose gets the first turnover of the evening. Back to Annapolis and San Jose with the comparable stats. Annapolis lost to Lexington by 6, Ottawa by 3, Tacoma by 6, and Madison by 3. So it's been tough sledding for the Navigators in the wins department, but they've certainly been in a ton of games as Blanco's pass is incomplete. And they'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Good pressure by the Navigators defense here to start this possession. Wolf Highwind.
He was very lucky to get that pass off. I was very, very close to a sack.
San Jose's offense, Austin Blanco, J.Z. Bacon, Buford Van Dam at fullback, David Anderson, Terrell Cooper are your wide receivers. DJ Bandit at tight end, and Saint Nebuchadnezzar is your center this evening. Down the field, pass hauled in by Terrell Cooper, near a first down, 1 yard to go.
Now it's 3rd and very, very manageable here, Kim. I think we're going to see J.Z. Bacon up the middle.
I'd be surprised too if they didn't go his direction. Bacon averaging 5.2 yards a carry, so you figure 3rd down and 1, right up his alley. 2 in the backfield. Bandits off the line to the right. Now they're going to throw for it. Out to Bandit in the flat. Bandit got a block. First down. Good open field tackle by J.W. Hartshorn. Saves what potentially could have been a bigger play. But the Flight are in business to the Navigator 39.
This is their actually their first 3rd down conversion. What a little step move there by Bacon.
San Jose mixing it up, getting Bacon involved in a multitude of ways so far.
He's a very versatile back. He can, carry the ball. He can catch the ball.
And, he can move in the open field, pound it inside, too. I agree, Rochelle. He kind of is a do-it-all kind of player as Cooper picks up 6 to the Navigator 32.
He just stayed in bounds there, Cam. He probably has a lot more field in front of him.
Flight in 3rd place in the SFLm standings, trailing Madison and Albuquerque. Albuquerque playing now, trailing in the first half in Tacoma still. Madison playing later tonight as Bacon cuts it up the middle, picks up a first down. Wrapped up at the end of the play by John Patrick Levine. First down.
I think that the San Jose's offensive balling kicked in. They're starting to move the ball further down the field, getting first downs now, almost in the red zone.
Annapolis's defensive front, led by St. Melchizedek, Will Chandler, and L.L. Volt. Linebackers Jupiter Juno, Gino McFly, and Wolf Highwind. This nothing play for a loss of a yard, as McFly and company were in there on the stop, including Ibari Amaniglan, who's also in this secondary with J.W. Hartshorn, Adam Nold, Will Stern, Tyreek McCall, and John Patrick Levine, who we saw earlier. Second down.
Just look at all the players on the San Jose's roster that are two-way players. Like
6 of them for the Flight. 13 undrafted rookies. Navigators have 15 of those. Blanco gets the ball out to Bacon, picks up 4. Set up a 3rd and 7, so they converted to Bacon on a 3rd and 1 earlier in this drive. We'll see what they do on this 3rd and longer.
It seemed to like that little out route, Cam, but they're not getting enough yardage from him to get a first down here, I don't think.
Let's watch the top and the bottom of the screens here. It's Cooper and Anderson. Anderson's towards the bottom here, Cooper at the top. Blanco looking, and they run Cooper inside, and that pass is knocked away by Gino McFly. You could read Blanco's eyes, and maybe McFly could too. That's going to stall the drive and force a field goal for Joe Garfield.
And good job by Bacon there. Pick up his block, pick up his man, keeping the quarterback safe. He just couldn't convert.
39-yarder for Joe Garfield coming up. Garfield is 6 for 6 on the season, one of 2 SFLm kickers to have not missed a field goal so far. and I burned him. No good.
Oh, no,
I was worried about that, Rochelle. I was thinking to myself, maybe I shouldn't say it. And there you go.
Okay. That wasn't very nice of you, Cam.
I noticed you were really quiet before that field goal, Rochelle. You wanted nothing to do with that potential jinx.
Correct. This shouldn't be a very high-scoring game, Cam. I mean, San Jose only averages 16.83 points per game. Annapolis only averages like 12.67 points per game.
Yeah, tough sledding offenses for both of these teams so far. That was a nice little pass there to Lars Bazar from Gene Struthers. Was running out of time in the pocket and just almost looked like he was going to fire it into the ground. Picks up 2:20 to go. Grant Jr. picks up 3. No Jack's data for SFLm games, Rochelle, but I imagine that the over-under might be 30 on this one.
Well, that'd be high, actually, I would think. I mean, here we are 0-0, almost into the first quarter.
2 long King Jackson touchdowns, one to Rob Hunt and one to Lili Nakai, has Tacoma putting Albuquerque on upset alert, 14-6, but that game is still early. Struthers with a completion, but short of the sticks. Looking for Goldie Morrison, who could not turn the corner. So 4th down and 2. Jay Hayden talking to Morrison there. Hayden signed on with Charleston on the field and off of it, as Hayden got a coaching position there in Charleston. Charleston made a lot of interesting moves in the offseason. 2 running back system of 2 players that were not running backs last year, Rochelle.
That's interesting.
Saren Storm moving from receiver and Nick Hoagland moving from fullback will be the new backfield in Charleston. Of course, we are wishing all the best to Keith Swearingen. The team lost contact with him earlier this season, and we're not really sure what happened to Keith. Keith is a top 10 runner all time, and we hope everything's okay with Mr. Swearingen, another SFL great.
So the fullback running back thing, but the receiver to running back, that's a little different.
Last time somebody did that, I think, was Robert Merrill, and he used to be a receiver in Alaska as Blanco dips it off to Bacon, who picks up 3. But it took Merrill, obviously, a while to get going in the running game. He really has not been, an elite running back in the SFL until this season, when London exploded and got the number 1 seed.
And for a fullback, it takes at least a year to get, your attributes corrected from being fullback to running back. And most time, I mean, if you're a fullback, you're too tall to be a running back.
2nd and 7 at the 29 as that pass is out to Bacon again. So Bacon busy in the flats and a little bit more successful than Grant Jr. has been. A 6-yard pickup to the 35. Bacon, the two-way player out of Fort Worth, will take the reins of the starting job with the Toros after Jason Williams signed with Sioux Falls yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of interesting moves at running backs this offseason.
3rd and 1 of the 35. Bacon. Boy, just did barely get the first down. Nice job on the wrap-up tackle for Will Stern, two-way out of Vancouver, who was joined by a new teammate, Zach Lay, last night. He signed in the Legion secondary. Things pretty standard over in Los Angeles, are they not, Rochelle? You got Logan Jack coming back at running back.
Yeah, we re-signed almost everybody. We probably have to draft like one person. So.
Oh, Blanco takes a shot, and there's a flag on the play. Bacon only a pickup of a yard, but San Jose is hell-bent on getting Bacon 70% of the touches tonight. Annapolis did jump offside. They will accept. That's on LL Volt, and so that'll bring up a more manageable down once we get into the second quarter. End of the first, we are scoreless, thanks to a commentator's curse and a bunch of defense. Michelle, Cam, back at you in 10 seconds. Start of the second quarter, no score. Michelle Colston, Cameron Irvine with you here in San Jose. That is a handoff to Buford Van Dam, who picks up 2 after the offside penalty made it 1st and 5, 2nd and 3. Coming up, Juneau on the tackle.
It's carried by Van Dam tonight.
Van Dam has showed himself as an excellent blocking fullback. Had a couple of games of struggles catching the football, but can run it too from time to time. Shotgun Blanco changes the play, and Blanco's pass outside is hauled in, caught for a 8-yard pickup rather, to David Anderson for a flight first down.
I think San Jose is pretty comfortable taking what defense gives them. 3 and 4 yards to play. Seems to be working for them here.
San Jose's moved the ball a little bit better than Annapolis. Second time they're in Navigator territory, looking for points for the first time tonight, as Blanco shuffles his feet in the pocket, finds a wide open Bacon, picks up 8 yards. McFly with the stop, but you would have to imagine that at some point Annapolis is going to attempt to counter this flat pass to Bacon, and then what is San Jose going to give us?
I have no idea, but right now that seems to be working for him, and I just keep doing it until we stop it.
Second and 2 at the 40. Handoff Bacon, and Bacon is brought down. A loss of 1 back at the 41-yard line. Taken down by Wolf Highwind, signed in week 3. One of 5 players to have signed with Annapolis since the season began.
We've been calling his name quite a few times tonight so far already, too.
3rd and 3. Do they go back to it? Nope, they'll pass over the middle. Oh, Cooper is lit up. Oh, my goodness. Incomplete to Cooper. That'll result in a punt. Easily the biggest hit of the night.
Yeah, with number 55, Wolf Highwind again.
Woo! So the Flight have to punt the football away, and we stay scoreless. Trying to pin Annapolis deep. This punt won't get there. Fair catch called for at the 11.
Worst starting field position of the night.
Yep, and we were talking about Annapolis' struggles to get wins in close games. San Jose has been quite the opposite. 5-point win against Lincoln, 7-point win against Madison, and a 3-point win against Tacoma. So, I mean, that's really the difference in the SFLm. It's razor thin, just like it is in the SFL. San Jose's got some close wins, Annapolis some close losses. That is a beautiful deflection down the field by Mojo McLean, the linebacker, defending on Joel Harleman, who was streaking down the field. Excellent pass breakup.
That vertical bit from that big guy. He got up there.
Mojo McLean, 6'2", 256. And I'm a similar build, and I can't jump like that. Second down and 10. Struthers will try to regroup. Sack. Struthers in the backfield, a 4-yard loss. Getting to him, J.J. Reed, and Annapolis going backwards with this poor field position.
It's not a good game.
Well said, Rochelle.
Now you're 3rd and a mile here.
What do you got, Rochelle? It's not good. Thanks, Rochelle. 3rd and 14 at the 8. That pass is almost caught. Oh, it's still on the ground, and it's picked off. Oh my goodness! Sitting on top of the receiver, Sam Blotner with the interception. That is unbelievable.
I want to see that again.
Look at it. It's just sitting on the back. Oh, did that hit the ground?
I think it hit the ground. Are we going to get a challenge here?
Morrison was the intended target. No challenge. Blotner may have scooped that up before it hit the ground. It was dangerously close, but that ball hanging on Morrison, and it results in a Struthers interception. That's very unfortunate for Annapolis, as that pass from Blanco is caught for a first down. First red zone trip for either team tonight. Bandit with the catch.
I'm going to say they only have like 20 yards to go here. They've been averaging about 20 yards of possession. We'll see if they actually get, put the ball in the end zone this time.
First and 10 of the 12. Blanco deep in the end zone. Knock over the official and score a touchdown.
That time, Blanco just ran a really nice route. Found himself, front of his defender. Perfect thrown ball.
David Anderson with the catch, and we break our scoreless tie.
I was really surprised that, Annapolis threw the ball that deep in their own territory like that.
Yeah, typically inside the 10-yard line, especially in a scoreless game, you'll just kind of see three runs rather, and just punt it away and try and play the field position. They got aggressive, and quite frankly, it never should have been even an opportunity at an interception, but the bouncing ball just happened to leave Sam Blotner enough time to go over there and scoop it up. One of the craziest things.
That's a highlight play.
Blotner will remember that one. Annapolis hasn't done much deep down the field. They may need to start opening things up, although they have tried Shanahan a couple of times, but just hasn't worked out so far.
Neither team has really been, going for long passes. It's all been pretty short, like 5-10 yard passes at a time.
Struthers fires it outside, almost intercepted. Braylon King-Moore jumped the route. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, great read by the cornerback there. He saw that ball coming just in front of the receiver. That'd have been a pick six for sure.
Second down and 10 of the 28-yard line. Struthers down the field, tipped and intercepted. That is once again Mojo McClain, who's having himself a first half. 3 first-half interceptions for Gene Struthers after all season long throwing just 8 in the first 6 games.
What a move by McClain. I mean, he tipped the ball, then tipped it to himself, and linebackers aren't known for, making interceptions in this league for sure.
Mojo McClain making a name for himself tonight, just a few weeks ahead of the SFLm rookie draft. Hand off to Bacon, full head of steam, picks up 6, and you can feel Annapolis' defense on their heels.
Hey, Bacon just shot out of a rocket just now, Came. He was like 1,000 miles an hour from the get-go.
We are monitoring here at SFL Studios yet another severe weather warning, severe thunderstorm warning. We've already had 2 tornado warnings earlier today. Came out of that unscathed. It's been a tough week here at SFL HQ, but hopefully everything stays all right. We'll keep you updated if anything serious occurs. 3rd down and 1 on the carry to Bacon. And a reminder that if these games do enter the second half, the power goes out, the game will be called final. 3rd and 1 at the Annapolis 31. Should be all right, but just have to put the disclaimer out there as Bacon gets the handoff, picks up the first down to the Annapolis 24-yard line, and Bacon really running hard now in the 2nd quarter.
Yes, 3 straight run plays to Bacon because of the first down. This is the offense I'm used to seeing out of San Jose, honestly.
San Jose looking really sharp. 2 backs, 2 receivers. Blanco fires it outside. And that pass hauled in by Cooper. Picks up 3, 2nd and 7.
And once again, they're not really doing anything flashy. They're getting yards 3, 4 yards at a time. But it's working for them, and they're getting first downs, and they're even scoring. So,
if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. No gain on that one. Wolf Highwind in once more on the coverage. 3rd and 7 upcoming.
a good job there by Will Stern getting to the backfield, making a good stop on Bacon.
4 wide, 2 to either side. 5:28 to go in the first half. Blanco straight back, fires into traffic. There is a flag thrown, but not in the secondary. At least not that I saw. Let's check the call.
No idea.
It did call PI. That is called on Gino McFly in the middle. Sorry, Gino.
Maybe the ref saw something that I didn't see, actually.
Yeah, that'll bring up a first down. Back in the red zone again. Back-to-back possessions for San Jose in the red zone after Annapolis held steady in the first quarter. The favored flight, trying to pick up their 5th win of the season. First down and 10 at the Navigator 14-yard line. Bronco hands off to Van Dam, breaks a tackle and gets 4 to the 9 before being wrapped up by Amen Iglin.
Once again, we see Van Dam and San Jose using more of their weapons.
Gino in the
Maybe
chat.
Bacon's a little tired.
Say again, Rochelle.
Maybe Bacon's a little bit tired.
Yeah, could be. That Van Dam is a good way to mix things up. Going to try Bacon off the right side this time. Cuts around and fights for the first down. Nice job at the end of that play by Will Chandler, getting wide and outside, chasing down Bacon along with John Patrick Levine to hold him short. Will bring up 3rd and inches. Did look a little winded on that play.
And Van Dam hit me the awesome block to free Bacon up and help get those extra yards.
3rd and inches at the 4. Bacon got the first down, so that'll reset the down and distance. 1st and goal at the 3. And that makes matters worse for the Navigators.
Definitely does, because now you're like 3 yards to go. You have Bacon and you have Van Dam in the backfield.
First and goal with the 3. Cooper top of the screen and Anderson bottom of the screen. Handoff Bacon running left behind Van Dam. They said he got in. Touchdown. San Jose very close to the line, but Bacon for now is in.
What a great job Van Dam's doing tonight, to lead Bacon to the end zone. He's been doing a great job of blocking from the entire game.
Picked up McFly there. Oh, I don't think he ever got in. That may be challenged. Yep, there it is right there. Jay Hayden saw a good look at it. I think this is coming back.
The visiting team are challenging whether the player crossed the plane of the end zone.
Never really saw the ball cross the plane of the goal line. We're going to get that same angle. We're going to get a different one.
Yeah, we can't tell right there.
Bacon was kind of thrown sideways on top of Will Chandler. Another great play. And the angle that we got first was the better one, and I think that's a good call there. So Jay Hayden wins the challenge, and that's going to make it 2nd and goal at the goal line. And 2 more cracks at it for the Navigators defense.
Yep, I think we're going to see the same exact play, Cam.
Why not? Just got 2.5.
Nope, it's different.
High formation. Cooper's in the slot. Handoff. Not Bacon. Touchdown Vulture. That is San Jose's Larry Hormel with the score. Coming in for the tired Bacon, and San Jose gets it done either way, 13-0 now.
Well, that's different. We have Bacon and Hormel.
I sense a theme. San Jose
Almost like
extends
the
their...
pasta.
Go ahead, Rochelle.
Almost like the pasta people on the Carolina's generics.
Yeah, need to combine forces. San Jose has dominated this second quarter. Annapolis has barely been on the field. And the Flight take a 14-0 lead. You know, Annapolis, they got that win against Lincoln 35-17 after they were shut out by Albuquerque 34-0, and it really felt like Annapolis was back or starting to come back, and over the past couple of weeks, just 10 points in the last 6 quarters, and the Navigators have struggled since that big victory over Lincoln.
Yeah, and for a little while, the game I was going to score, but now, we have 2 scores on the board by San Jose.
Annapolis in particular has really struggled on the road this season. In 3 road games, they have 14 points combined. They have not scored more than 7 points on the road as a team. 0-3, obviously, in those games. This is the last road game of the season for Annapolis before they host Lexington next week. Lexington and Ottawa, who play later tonight, in the thick of things, right in the middle of the standings at 3-3. Struthers goes to Shanahan. That pass is caught. Longest reception tonight for the Navigators. Brings up a 1st and 10 to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, these could be interesting if the Adams lose tonight and San Jose wins. That could be taking up the top 2 for sure.
Shanahan going to the bottom of the screen here as the lone receiver for Annapolis. 3 in the backfield. Haven't seen this look out of the Navigators yet tonight. Grant Jr. going to go out into the flats. Struthers gets popped. Grant Jr. able to stay in bounds and get what he could out of it. Still more good flat defense for the Flight.
Great job by Struthers just getting rid of that ball. The pressure was breathing down his neck right away.
Four receivers for Struthers. 2nd and 8. This likely the last possession for Annapolis in the half. Throws it near side to the tight end. Sheldon Hilton picks up a few. Gets 3rd and 5 for the Navigators coming up.
And second play to the sidelines. I think we need to see someone over the middle here. For maybe like more than 5 yards this time.
They go 4 wide again. Grant Jr. sidecar left of Struthers. Struthers changing the play with 5 in the box. Dime look for San Jose. Pass fires outside again. That's Ronnie Shanahan. 1st down to the San Jose 42-yard line. And this is the best collective drive for Annapolis here in the first half.
Started off the game really strong. They were actually moving the ball in their first possession. Since then, they kind of died down. So they're figuring stuff out now, I guess.
The play to Grant Jr. in the flat was really killing them, putting them behind the sticks on 1st down. They've ditched that for the most part. As I say that, another broadcaster jinx. And look at that, no gain on that play.
They were having more luck going to the receivers than the little sideline plays.
Two-minute warning, Annapolis trying to make something out of nothing here in this first half. Trail 14-0, still early in San Jose. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. Second and 10. Trips off the left for Struthers. Struthers deep, drop back. Doesn't step up in the pocket, doesn't have to. However, a 2-yard gain is all they get after Marty Alonso tried to run away from the defense rather than go through it. And now it's 3rd and long, still outside of field goal range.
I'm not sure what happened there, Cam.
You tried to outrun him, and it didn't work. Not a good angle. Struthers' quick throw is just short of the sticks. This is going to be very interesting as Goldie Morrison with the catch. 4th and 1 at the San Jose 33 in no man's land here.
I think you almost have to go for it.
And they will. Fourth and 1 to keep the drive alive for the Navigators. Are they going hard count?
Oh.
Looks that way. Annapolis will burn a timeout, and they're going to settle for a very long field goal.
Yeah, actually try the kick.
I mean, they may punt even. That's crazy. They don't have a star kicker. Really surprised they would not go for it there. And I say that 10 years into the SFL, I'm still surprised. Yeah, punt.
Wow.
Man.
All that for a punt.
Yeah. That's tough. I mean, your offense is rolling along pretty good. That's pretty surprising. And the punt's not that good either. Can't even pin it inside the 10. So only a net punt of 22 yards. And Annapolis punts away opportunities at scoring here in the first half.
I mean, what you have to lose, it was 4th and 1. There's less than a minute on the clock. I think I like going for it there.
Yeah, that was odd for sure.
The last thing is you want San Jose scoring here.
2 in the backfield, and they're not going to have to worry about that if they get that out of St. Melchizedek for much of the second half. Brings down Bacon for a loss of 1.
That was Beaver Van Dam, actually, Cam.
Oh, I stand corrected. Annapolis all over the fullback run. 20 seconds left. San Jose seems content playing out this first half. Although Bacon will throw, the flat is covered. Blanco will throw out to Bacon. That could have ended a lot worse than it did. 3rd and 14 from the 7, but they do not have to run another play, and they won't run another play. That is the end of the first half. A first quarter that was pretty level, and a second quarter dominated by San Jose. 14-0 at the break. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. Back in 10 seconds. Welcome back to San Jose, California. Rochelle Colston, Cameron Irvine along with you. 14-0 to start the third quarter. Albuquerque is getting closer to Tacoma as that game starts the fourth quarter. They've had a lot of red zone struggles today. It's 14-12. But the Adams getting the football back next. San Jose gets the ball to start the second half after Annapolis, remember, Rochelle, actually elected to receive and couldn't do anything with that opening possession, so San Jose has a chance to tack on their lead.
Yeah. Annapolis has got to find a way to get a big stop here and get the ball back and put some points on the board, though.
Blanco out to Bacon, makes one man miss. And there to clean it up at the end of the play, L.L. Volt on a 4-yard pickup. Liking the game so far? Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As the SFL approaches its 20th anniversary season, there is much more content to come. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLm action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. Blanco all day to throw. Lofts one in the middle of the field. It is picked off.
No.
And for the first time today, Annapolis has some life defensively. Adam Nold comes in to make the play. Excellent job.
Let's see if they can keep this momentum going here and put some points on the board. Pretty good field position. That was just a messed up pass. He should have never thrown the ball in that heavy of coverage.
So, best starting field position for Annapolis today at the San Jose 44-yard line. This is a golden opportunity for the Navigators after they failed to get points at the end of the first half. San Jose jumps offside, and that ball a little bit overthrown. Struthers got a little antsy, trying to hit down the field on a free play. Nicholas Frossel was in coverage, but be 1st and 5 in the end.
Neutral zone infraction.
And if you're San Jose, you just don't want to do that. I mean, you just gave up an interception. Now you get offsides.
J.J. Reed, the culprit. Week 8 of SFLm is next Monday evening, December 5th. It was originally scheduled for this upcoming Thursday, but we had a couple of delays, a late schedule conflict for league headquarters, and then a rodent chewing through the internet wire, pushing back those couple of dates, but no harm, no foul, as that ball is caught by Harleman. Will bring up 2nd down and short. The semifinal Saturday will be Saturday, December 10th, and then the championship right before the draft, Friday the 16th.
Yeah, Cam, the Squirrels love internet wires. They really, really do.
I think it was a rodent, unfortunately. Grant Jr. could have been a score, though. Could have been anything, really. 3rd and 2 coming up.
I would actually weigh my cats and dogs, too. Maybe enough laptop wires to, yeah. It could have been them.
You've had a cat chew up a laptop wire?
I had my dog chew up a laptop wire.
Oh, 1st and 10. Good catch there by Morrison to pick up a 1st down, so the drive will continue. Albuquerque's taken the lead with 9 minutes to go on 5 field goals. Tacoma, who scored on 2 long touchdown passes, desperate to try and hold on to that upset.
Wow. That's what a turn of events over there.
Struthers trying to get Annapolis on the board. Waits, good protection, hits Shanahan for an 8-yard pickup. This has been an excellent start to the 3rd quarter. First couple of minutes of the 3rd for the Navigators. 2nd and 2 coming up.
And the O-line's doing their job there. He had all day to throw that ball.
Second and 2, 8:40 to go. Struthers fires outside, caught. Morrison again. 1st down to the 21. Goldie Morrison, a stick mover on this possession.
They just give in what the defense gives them. 3 or 4 yards at a time. Not in a hurry to throw the ball. Keep it to the sidelines also.
1st and 10 at the flight 21-yard line. Struthers wide open. Harleman, nobody on him. And for I think the 3rd consecutive 1st down, 8 yards on the pickup for the Navigators. They're inside the flight 15.
And the big tight end just muscling his way up the field there. Moving blockers with him. Moving defenders with him, I should say.
3 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter. This has been easily the most consistent and fluid drive for the Navigators, moving the football with their short passing game. Struthers fires it outside, caught inside the 10, down to the 5, 1st and goal. That's Sheldon Hilton's 2nd catch of the night. Another Annapolis 1st down.
Another pass to another tight end. Big body target.
Man, this has been something impressive. hitting everyone on this drive. Struthers, handoff, Grant Jr. cuts around the left side. Really nice job. I think that was either Thump or Reed. No, it was Thump. Oh, he's hurt. Thump blew up the play and forced Grant Jr. to the outside, but Thump injured on that series. Take a look at this.
Wow. How did he get hurt?
Almost lost his footing there, it looked like. Big man, 6'4", 298. Didn't make the tackle, but did force no yards on the play.
Wait for the injury update.
Yeah, that could be big here on this drive. No interior defensive lineman contracted now. 2nd and goal at the 5. Struthers was looking for the pass to Grant Jr., and he's thrown down in the backfield. A 6-yard loss. And this time it's Steve Oden with the takedown, and Annapolis going the wrong way all of a sudden.
And you got that backup DT making big plays.
Absolutely right, Rochelle. Couldn't have come at a bigger time. 3rd and goal from the 11. Struthers, end zone, tipped and picked off at the goal line. Diving to his knees, Stan Diamond, the 2nd interception by a linebacker on San Jose tonight, and Annapolis comes away with nothing. The man who originally deflected the pass, the other linebacker with a pick tonight, Mojo McClain.
You rarely see linebackers get interceptions, but 2 in 1 game by linebackers, that's amazing.
2 in 1 game. Now
Annapolis on their own 3.
Annapolis' best hope at scoring a safety here. J.Z. Bacon picks up 5 to the 8, so that'll take him out of contention for that as well. What a deflator for Annapolis. A perfect first 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Then Thump gets hurt. The backup defensive tackle comes in, gets a sack, and then an interception on the next play.
Now you got Bacon to get you out of the hole, keeping your own end zone, but I don't see them passing the ball at all.
Van Dam with the run, no gain. Annapolis could end up with the ball back in San Jose territory if they can get a stop.
So if you're Annapolis, that's what you're hoping for. Come up with a stop, make them punt, break field position, and try it for the end zone one more time.
3rd and 5 at the 8.
Well, they're going to throw the ball here, Cam.
They are standing at the 5. Pass caught short of the sticks. Boy, did Annapolis' defense need that one. Tackle made by Ibari Amaniglin, and San Jose will have to punt it away, and Annapolis takes a breath.
That was a dangerous pass, too. I hate when you throw from that deep in your own end zone. It's always scary to me.
So punting out of his own end zone. This would be the 3rd consecutive possession that Annapolis reaches San Jose territory, and they will with the return. Pretty good one, too, to the San Jose 45-yard line. The only question now is, can Annapolis get some points off of it as Albuquerque gets their 6th field goal of the game. They're now up 18-14.
What a great punt, Cam. 50-yard punt.
Not too shabby. Especially punting in your own end zone. Sometimes you can see that go awry.
Yes.
1st and 10 at the flight 45-yard line. Annapolis right in this game. They just cannot get points on the board as Grant Jr. gets one of his best runs of the night. Pick up a 5. Robert Thump is done for the day, so there's a potential now to get some more things done offensively for Annapolis. But the Navigators have had a chance at a field goal just before the half, a chance at a field goal or a touchdown just on the last possession, but still sitting on 0. 2nd and 5, 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 3 in the backfield for Struthers. This time it's going to be handoff to Grant Jr. Cuts it back inside. Was trying to get that block, which he did by Lars Bazar, but Stan Diamond gets his 8th solo tackle of the night, and he'll bring up 3rd and 3.
I mean, if you're Annapolis, you have to open up your playbook a little bit more here. Try to run some different plays. The up the middle runs are not working here.
They got Shanahan at the top of the trips on the line. 3rd and 3 Struthers, clean pocket, going long, one-on-one coverage, pass tipped, and Shanahan almost turned around and caught it. Instead, just outside of field goal range on another 4th and short, and Annapolis will come up empty again.
That would have been an amazing play if he just caught the deflection there.
Man, if I was on the other side of this stadium, I would be ticked. There has not been a single play of this half on the right side of the field. It's been all in San Jose territory. As this punt is away, and this time will bounce inside the 10, down to the 5, and take a hop backwards at the 3-yard line. So San Jose right back where they were to start their last possession, and Annapolis winning the field position battle here in the 3rd quarter.
They're still not winning the game, Cam.
Yeah. They've won a lot of things tonight, just not winning the scoreboard, which has kind of been the tale of these two team seasons so far.
Look out. On the 3.
Nickel look for Annapolis. And off to Bacon. Oh, big hole up the middle for Bacon. Picks up 12. Haven't seen a lot of huge runs from either team tonight. Bacon now averaging just a little under 4 yards a carry. But an excellent job by the offensive line up front. And Van Dam, look at that.
Look at that hole. What a block by Van Dam. He's very impressive at his position. He's a great blocker.
Cleared out Jupiter Juno. And that once again gets San Jose out of the shadow of their own end zone. 1st and 10 of the 15. 3 wide. Deep shot, caught by Cooper. That was so dangerous to being a touchdown. A stellar tackle by Adam Nold at the end of that play.
Shoestring tackle at that. I mean, Blanco, he was all by himself. Cooper.
I mean, that was one-on-one. If he doesn't make that tackle, Annapolis had press up across the board. And if he doesn't make that tackle, this may be ball game. Annapolis hanging on by a shoestring, just like that tackle as Blanco's pass is caught. Pretty ball to the near sideline to Anderson. Picks up another 1st down to the flight 49.
To me, it's kind of a dangerous pass. Levine was right there, but really tight pass right to the receiver. Great coverage. Just great catch.
First and 10 of the flight, 49-yard line. Handoff Van Dam. This time picks up 5 as he shifts his way into Annapolis territory, trying to get skinny there inside.
There's nothing skinny about Van Dam. He's 6'4" and 255. That's a big boy compared to Bacon.
Blanco 106 yards. Yeah, Bacon just 5'11", 208. 2nd and 5, handoff to Bacon, and Bacon picks up 3. Annapolis has done a pretty good job on Jay-Z tonight, but hasn't been enough as San Jose knocking on the door of more points.
Yeah, I mean, they really have contained Bacon pretty well. I think his longest run to about, like 12 yards, I think, was his longest run tonight.
Two backs and 2 receivers. And off Bacon, has another 1st down and more, past the 30 to the 28. Juno wraps him up from behind. This has been the Bacon show on this possession.
Bacon and blocking by Van Dam. I mean, they just gave him the open field, basically.
The SFL minor league season is winding down, but it's never too late to create your player and get him or her involved in the next rookie class. Season 20's rookie draft takes place December 17th and 18th, so don't miss your chance. The sooner you create your player, the better your player will be on draft day. For more information, visit simulationfl.net as Cooper makes the catch, steps out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
I see they're back to using all their weapons again. That's the 2nd pass to Cooper on this possession.
1.5 to go in a scoreless third quarter. Cooper now 5 catches for 50 yards on 7 targets. Handoff Bacon again. 1st and 10 to the 17. This about to be a 97-yard drive to put the exclamation point on a really solid night for the flight.
They should put or the nail in the coffin, one or the other.
1 minute and counting in the third. Hand off to Bacon, and finally Annapolis able to get in the backfield on him. Justin Marland with the tackle along with Amon Eaglin. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They get home to a field goal here. It'd be a win for Annapolis.
Second down. A field goal, unfortunately, for the Navigators, though, would make it a 3-score game. They really would prefer a stop. This is Hormel with his 2nd carry of the day. No touchdown there. Sets up a 3rd down and 13. Tackle by Will Chandler. He can't rule out a missed field goal either. Garfield's already missed one. This would be from 37.
He missed one. He missed one because of you, King.
Because of me? Why? How dare
Yeah.
you bring that up? Saved by the bell. End of the third quarter. Still 14-0 San Jose. Annapolis needs something big to happen.
Third and 13. You hope for a pick here.
Start of the fourth. 3rd and 13. 3-2 look out of Annapolis' defense. Blanco deep pass. Looking around. Nobody's open. Now dumps it off into the flat and knocked away incomplete. Good coverage down the field. That's Tyreek McCall, signed in week 2 with the pass breakup, and Joe Garfield has a chance to cement San Jose up by 3 scores if he just punches this in.
37-yard field goal. Here we go.
$36-yarder. Garfield.
Hey.
Not saying anything. Kick is good. It's
It's good.
17-0. Matching Garfield's number. And San Jose can breathe a little bit easier. 3 scores seems improbable for Annapolis tonight.
See what the offense has been playing tonight. I mean, they move the ball and they just sputter out when they end zone or they throw an interception.
.51 left. Annapolis has shown plenty of ability to move the football. They just have not been able to translate it into points tonight.
I mean, for the most of the third quarter, we were in the, San Jose's side of the field. Spent plenty of time down there. No points from it.
Yeah,
But
exactly. No points yet. San Jose able to drive 80 yards down the field and get a field goal and flip the field on Struthers, who is going backwards again. Another sack, the 2nd for J.J. Reed. 2nd and 18. It's about to get ugly in the 4th quarter.
definitely. He just kept running backwards.
Reed with 1 sack coming in, now with 3 on the season. That puts Reed tied for 4th coming into the week. Robert Brady of Lexington has 7. Will Chandler of Annapolis with 4, but Brady running away with it has looked sharp on the defensive line. Struthers fires it outside, caught by Shanahan, but will still be 3rd and long.
Avs has scored another field goal over there. King with 18 now, like 6 on the day.
Yeah, and got an interception as well, so Tacoma's postseason now on life support. If Annapolis doesn't win tonight, they'll be eliminated. A 3-5 team still could potentially win it, but if either Lexington or Ottawa wins tonight, then that door will close for Tacoma, Annapolis, and the other 1-5 squad, Lincoln.
Oh, another punt coming from Annapolis here.
Yeah, just a struggle. Just Annapolis, two touchdowns, 14 points all season long on the road. They are potentially in line to be shut out for the second time this season. They had never been shut out prior to this season. And the Flight don't have any room to return. They'll get it up to the 40-yard line. The SFL network is coming to the ESTV Plus app. 24/7 SFL programming will include content created by the community, the SFL's greatest games from the archives, exclusive network content, and live SFL regular season games. Just announced this month, ESTV is now live on Prime Video and on the Freevee app. Download the ESTV Plus app on your Android, iPhone, or through your smart TV before Season 20 today. 1st and 10 at the 40. Blanco's going deep down the field, and of course it is caught. That is on the dot, 20-yard pickup to Cooper from 140 to the other. You look at Struthers, poor performance tonight, and it's a first down for the Flight.
Yep, and Cooper, still his favorite target apparently in the middle of the field. I'm really surprised they're throwing the ball here, Cam. They keep their gas in the foot. They're filling the gas pedal even though there's a 17-point lead.
Yeah, I agree. Jeremy Vega in the chat, a lot of young talent out here. Super excited to be able to draft some players to the Night Wings. Let's go. So Jeremy doing some scouting as Bacon takes the handoff. It'll pick up 4. Clock will stop momentarily.
I thought for sure we'd see Bacon the rest of the quarter, but hey, what do I know?
Don't want to get too conservative. However, when you've got Annapolis' offense struggling as it has, you can pretty much afford to. Clock resumes. Oh, and a blitz up the middle puts Blanco to the ground. Jupiter Juno comes flying in unblocked. That's the first sack of the game for Annapolis. Wow.
He was unblocked.
Albuquerque has clinched a playoff spot. They hold on to beat Tacoma 18-14 behind 6 field goals.
Wow.
On the night. That's pretty unusual. As Blanco goes deep, that pass is intercepted. Looked like it was about to be a touchdown, but picked off by Adam Nold, who's had one heck of a night. His second pick, and Annapolis hangs around.
Wow, it's deflected by number 43. Will Stern. I thought for sure that was a touchdown.
Worth noting that Ye Verity's the Albuquerque kicker. He's probably going to win player of the game, following in Mickey Melillo's footsteps over there in Albuquerque. Some legendary kickers on that team. Struthers nearly threw it right back to him, and Shanahan paid the price.
Marcus Benson was a deflection there.
Well, we've had 3 teams, Rochelle, that have just not been able to figure it out this season. Tacoma, Lincoln, and Annapolis, and then the top 5 sort of fighting for supremacy. Early on, I would tell you that Ottawa seems to have the slight edge over Lexington in the eye test, but Lexington has that very talented running back. Sean Sanders.
Ago,
Go ahead,
I
Ray.
happen to be a big Adams fan. I was on the coaching staff for one season before I became an owner. So
In Albuquerque. Pass caught,
Jason
and it's going to
and
be fourth
Josh.
down. Actually ruled incomplete.
Yeah, but that's unusual for the Avs not to score a touchdown. Usually they pretty high scoring team.
Yeah,
The visiting
absolutely.
team are challenging
Tacoma did well, but just could not squeak out the win. A challenge here from Hayden. Already won one tonight. And I think he's going to win that one, too. That's a
He
solid
do.
2
He's
feet.
inbound. You only need one, correct?
After review, the pass has
As far as we know, there it is. 2 for 2, so Hayden's going to get a third bonus.
The visiting team will not be charged with a timeout. Fourth down.
You get some points here, Cam. I don't like shutouts.
Yeah, I don't either. But another punt coming for Annapolis.
Now will San Jose let up and start using bacon and run the clock?
High snap, almost over the head.
Ooh.
Return to the 31. So I was getting back to Lexington's got Sean Sanders, 491 yards, but Dwayne Salmon's actually more rushing yards than Sanders by 492. Receiving yards, Salmons has 110 and Sanders has 107. So, and both have 4 touchdowns. So, pretty comparable there for Lexington and Ottawa. Those have been 2 fun teams to watch all season long, and they are battling for 4th right now. San Jose is going to improve their position if they can hold on here, but that incomplete pass to Mamadou going to stop the clock and bring up 2nd and 10.
Surprised San Jose still throwing the ball, Cam. It's like big hit there.
Not a bad throw there. Mamadou's just got to catch that pass. I mean, you got to haul that in.
Definitely. Maybe you heard the footsteps number 28 there.
Yep. Amin Eaglin, been all over the field tonight.
I wasn't even going to try to attempt that name, Cam. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why I'm here. 3 receivers, 2 in the backfield for Blanco. 7:29 to go. Annapolis trying to avoid their 2nd shutout of the season. Blanco hit as he threw and sacked from behind. LL Volt. And one other gets in there to make the play. 2nd sack for the Navigators here in the 2nd half. And Annapolis continues to hang around.
Yeah, definitely. When you're 3rd and 12 and force the pass again.
Blanco, deep drop back, dumps it off to Cooper, short of the 1st down. Pretty safe throw there. Picks up 8, and Annapolis' defense gets another stop.
Yeah, it's definitely the Blanco-Cooper connection there for the receiving core.
Tacoma managed 9 first downs in their loss, and Albuquerque had 27 minutes of time of possession to Tacoma's 16. Adams just sort of wore down the Grizzlies tonight around the league. This has been a similar show. Nice return there to the 33-yard line, but really I feel like this game turned, Rochelle, at the late stages of the 2nd quarter, early 3rd quarter, when Annapolis did not get any points before the half and then were unable to get points off of that interception, throwing it away at the goal line and giving it right back to the flight. It felt like the game has never been the same for the Navigators after that.
And we spent most of the 3rd quarter, like I said, in San Jose territory. I mean, they had plenty of chances to score. They just couldn't come up with anything.
Watson with the stop. Coming up to make the hit. Good run defense there. 6 minutes and counting, 2nd and 13. Welcome to those of you who watched Albuquerque defeat Tacoma. It's been a pretty one-sided matchup here tonight, although Annapolis has done well to hang around in the ball game. Harleman with the catch. Just a night of missed opportunities for Annapolis.
Definitely. I see we have people from the, Joshua Williams is now in the chat. The Albuquerque game. Congrats on your win tonight, Josh.
Next week, the most critical week of the SFLm schedule. Madison will take on Albuquerque for the second time this season. Those are the two top teams in the league right now. In week 1, Madison defeated Albuquerque and handed the Adams their only loss, 34-24. So they're going to battle for the number 1 seed. San Jose will take on Ottawa. That is a difficult game for the Flight. The Cavalry are no joke, as Ottawa will be looking to improve some playoff positioning, and then Lexington will be at this Annapolis Navigator team, trying not to get upset by these Navigators, who will come home angry. Lincoln will take on Tacoma in a game that won't matter all that much, except to the minor league players who may be playing their last game in those uniforms before getting drafted later this next month.
Sure about looking forward to the draft. I know I am. It's my favorite time of the year.
It is a wonderful time of year for the SFL. It's always good to come together as a league, similar to the free agent show, but with a lot more on the line, a lot more intrigue, as we welcome new players into the SFL and fill our rosters to 644. Which is where the league rosters stand today, as Van Dam makes a catch for 4 yards. APM Music is unrivaled music. Bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Under 5 to play, 2nd and 6. Hand off to Bacon, right up the gut. Picks up 4. The way San Jose's offense is running this second half, Michelle, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they may just suck the last 5 minutes out of this game.
Yeah, especially when they're going to Bacon now up the middle and they're starting to run the ball more, so they're trying to move the clock all the way down, I would think. See Bacon here again. Or Van Dam.
3rd and 2. Handoff, Van Dam didn't get there, so Annapolis is going to get another shot, potentially against the Flight backups. Who plays who, Rochelle? The 20th anniversary season schedule will be released tomorrow, November 30th, right here on SFL YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, with myself and Mike St. Green breaking down all the matchups and each team's schedule. Don't miss a minute of the excitement, including the announcement of one major shift in scheduling. The schedule release show tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, here on YouTube. Who do you want to see on that schedule this season, Rochelle?
Definitely don't want to see Baltimore, which I probably will see. Or DC, really. Or Arizona.
Now, we know one thing that you won't see is Vancouver twice this season.
Right.
Portland gets that
ever.
honor, and yeah, you get the nemesis twice this season.
Like, finally, we're not playing Vancouver twice every season. I want to play Vancouver at home, Cam. Is that doable?
You'll find out tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. 1st and 10 at the 34 for Struthers.
Yeah, you're never going to hear Eddie say he has the hardest schedule ever,
Oh!
so...
Struthers down the field to Harleman, wide open, split the defense inside the 10, touchdown, Annapolis, and they break the streak. No shutout there, and the Navigators on one play hit Harleman down the field and make this interesting.
I think that's the longest play of the evening,
Yes,
Cam.
easily.
Look at that. There was nobody around him. He just found himself in the middle of the two defenders and just off to the races. Defensive breakdown there for sure.
Struthers, nice job stepping up into the pocket. And Joel Harleman, who's a story all in himself, had a really, really good season in Jacksonville, despite the despite the Kings finishing 3-9, the shocker, one of the shockers of the night last night, is that he's going to be the tight end 1 in Baltimore for the defending champs after Lloyd Graham Jr. is deciding not to return to the team, which is very unusual for Baltimore. Harleman fills those shoes and gets a touchdown here tonight. The day after he signs with Baltimore, makes it 17-7. Now, if they get the onside kick here, Rochelle, it's going to get really interesting.
We still got 3 minutes left. Lots of time. Is it too early to do the onside kick, though?
Down 10. If they were down 7, we'd have a discussion. But down 10, I mean, they gotta get some possessions here, and they're not gonna get it there. But I see your point. If you can get a 3 and out, get the ball back with 2 minutes to go, it's not so bad.
Hey.
Couple of schedule notes from the chat. Fox says, calling it now. London playing Arizona week 1. Incorrect.
Look at Eddie's
Arizona.
comment.
Knowing Cam's disdain for Arizona, I'm sure our schedule will be tough. Delusional. And off to Bacon. Picks up 1. Or loses 1.
I knew Eddie was
rather.
going to say that. I knew he was going to say it. I called it.
He's a man on repeat, Rochelle. Just says the same thing every season. Doesn't matter the situation. I've talked to him about that, but he doesn't listen to me. Bobby Anthony in the chat. I like the SFL. It's a great league. I can watch games, have fun in the chat section. Hearing announcers and see players make big plays. Fans are also fun and crazy to watch. Bobby, we appreciate your support all these years. And off to Bacon. And picks up a couple. 3rd down and 9. Annapolis in need of a stop.
Eddie said he still loves you, though, Cam.
Yeah, okay.
He'll be calling you tonight.
He saw me online yesterday and immediately called me, and I thought, that's because he just saw me post. There you go, Ashley. They'll be ready for everybody, as you should. Doug saying Seattle at home, week 1? Can't tell you that.
I know I will be playing Carolina again. We played them last season.
Blanco snaps it before the 2-minute warning, and that stops the clock on 4th down. Annapolis to get the football back. Watch out. San Jose protecting a 10-point lead. To your point, Rochelle, you played Carolina last season. There were no rematches from last season out of division. The divisions fully rotate with the same 28 teams returning, so you will have 8 new opponents outside of your division.
Interesting.
So no Carolina for LA. That also confirms for you no Baltimore either, or DC.
Yay.
As that punt is down at the 3, so Annapolis has plenty of work to do with 3 timeouts and 97 yards to go.
They don't make it easy for Annapolis at all, do they?
No, they really haven't all night long. I mean, credit to Annapolis. They've hung around, but, I mean, they've been doing this all season long. Their defense has not been a problem. You know, outside of the Albuquerque game, this pass is almost caught. Oh, I saw what Struthers was looking at. He had pressure coming up the middle and had to get rid of it, and he thought that he had fooled San Jose, but a really nice play by Moore.
I was so close to being another 6 points going the other way.
Fox, maybe London will play Baltimore week 1. Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Ernest says Indy gets Sioux Falls week 2. Incorrect. Brothers fires it out. That's incomplete. I just love twisting the knife on people. If you get a guess right, I may give it to you.
LA, Las Vegas, week 1.
Incorrect. Eddie, Arizona vs. Baltimore, week 1. I can't tell you. 3rd and 10 at the 3. Struthers flips it out. Grant Jr., that's not going to get the first down. Get out of bounds. He does not. Timeout Annapolis, and this is their last shot. Arena Football edits. Charleston versus Carolina, Week 1. Incorrect.
4th and 5.
Eddie thinks just because I didn't say incorrect, he means that he is correct. Incorrect.
Boo. And Josh says boo, Eddie.
Everybody thinks they know everything. Ronnie Shanahan gets a first down to the 14-yard line. Doug, Vice Wars, Week 1. Incorrect.
No, White Sports is never weak.
Frosty Dimes, Alaska versus Boston. You got it, man. You nailed it.
Versus Boston.
Annapolis keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10 of the 14, 1:32 to go.
Nah, man, no Arizona versus LA Week 1.
That's what he wants. Putting you on blast for show.
Did you
Offside.
get a pick 6, Eddie? Talk to me.
Free play, incomplete. What'd you say?
As soon as Eddie gets a pick 6, he can talk to me.
Oh, wow, you're shutting him out of your life for good, are you?
Neutral zone infraction, number 97.
That's rough.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Thank you, Doug. Gino, Annapolis versus Baltimore. We can take him.
Annapolis.
Love the confidence,
Sure.
Gino. Can you imagine?
No.
Any minor league team playing Baltimore, can you imagine?
No.
Yikes.
I don't want to play Baltimore.
You've got a team. What, is this your fifth season in Los Angeles, right? 5th anniversary?
Anniversary.
Pass is caught, short of the first down, but it does stop the clock. Believe it or
Finally.
not, Annapolis moving the football. They've 20 yards on this drive since they were put back at their own 3. And I can't believe I'm saying this, Rochelle, but I mean, they are still in this game.
Okay. 1 minute and 25 seconds. We still have 2 timeouts, too.
2nd and 1. Struthers, the show blitz back off to the flight. That pass caught out of bounds. Goldie Morrison has a first down.
But they got to get more than 5 yards
Yeah.
at a time.
Yeah, if they do that, they're gonna run out of clock. And now we're gonna have a booth review.
The previous play, whether the pass was caught inbound.
Now they want to see the SFLm champs play the SFL champs. Yeah.
Oh no.
You don't want to play Baltimore. You don't want to play Baltimore. I'm sorry. You really don't.
Prepping, that's a catch. Prepping for Baltimore. Can you describe that nightmare, Rochelle?
After review, the play stands.
Yes.
The pass
It's
was
like
complete.
40 hours of
Play
planning,
acquired,
and
out of bounds.
you don't know what to do with them.
First down.
And 2 hours of misery.
Yes. Because no matter what you do, they have so many offensive weapons, you just can't stop them all.
206 yards for Struthers, but the 4 picks have really cost him.
Wow.
122 left.
These only have like, what, 8 all season, right? 4 in
Yeah.
1 game.
Yeah. Pass caught. Shanahan out of bounds. No, they said he was tackled inbound. Still a big play out of the
All timeout.
44-yard line. They have 2 left. No timeout called. And they throw a hot route and gets out of bounds. Goldie Morrison to the San Jose 44-yard line. Joshua Durr with the tackle.
They gotta
Nicely
score, they need
done.
to do it quickly.
They were running slants, and Morrison checked out of it, got out of bounds. This is a 53-yard drive for Annapolis, down 10.
They gotta score quickly if they have any chance of getting an onside kick.
4 wide.
Deep pass, deep pass.
Deep, intercepted,
no.
game over. Art said it isn't Legends mode. It is on Legend gameplay. Yes, it is. 1st and 10 at the 20. Braylon King-Moore with the pick, and that ends the game. Braylon King-Moore has been excellent on Ronnie Shanahan down the field all night. And Annapolis gave it a good fight, didn't get shut out, hung around, kept this game interesting, but San Jose is going to improve to 5-2.
Yep, to make the playoff spots even kind of more fun.
Yeah, I mean, you got 3 teams with 5 wins already. By the end of the night, Lexington and Ottawa could both have 4 if they get victories. Annapolis going to burn a couple timeouts. They may get the ball back with 10 seconds left.
It wouldn't be the SFL if it didn't come down to week 8.
Yep. Last week of the season. Doesn't matter if it's minors or majors. There's always some crazy stuff to occur.
And tiebreakers and this and that. They're still guessing about who's playing who week 1 in the chat.
I thought they'd get him going.
Vancouver versus Mexico City week 1.
Incorrect. Min Baltimore week 1. Incorrect. Tough sledding out there, Ray.
Yep. I'll be surprised tomorrow night. It's been like a whole week full of SFL every night this week so far.
Yeah, it's a busy week here at headquarters. Things will calm down just a bit next week, although we've got week 8 of SFLm Monday and the semifinals on Saturday. We're really in the weeds now, talking about great jelly jars. We've run out of things to talk about, Michelle.
We don't go back to the ice cream for lunch thing.
Yeah. I told Michelle I hadn't had much to eat, and she laughed off my fudge pop. That's a little rude.
I'm going to start calling Uber Eats for you, Cam.
Yeah. Hey, trust me, after calling this game, I'm extremely hungry. 10 seconds left. Takes a lot out of you to call a game.
It's been fun, Cam.
It has been fun. We've seen more exciting games out of SFLm, but we take what we can get. San Jose got to feel pretty good about this one. Improved to 5-2 on the season. Struthers is going to be sacked and won't get the Hail Mary off. That's the end of it. Pad the stats. It's J.J. Reed's 3rd. So a couple of differences in tonight's game. Rochelle Reed had 1 sack coming into the game. He had 3 tonight. Struthers had only 8 picks in 6 games, and he had 5, check that, tonight. You look at the yardage, I mean, kind of the story of the season, Rochelle. The yardage is the same. Annapolis and San Jose, pretty evenly matched teams, but San Jose is picking up wins, and Annapolis is not.
I think that 4 interceptions just killed Annapolis tonight. 5 now, sorry. The 5 interceptions killed
That's
them.
the one right there that hurt. That would have made it 14-7 in the 3rd quarter.
San Jose is still averaging less than, 17, 18 points a game. If they had to do better than that, they would keep going further into the offseason.
Bacon got things rolling in the second half. Harleman finishes as the top receiver in this game with that 84-yard touchdown catch. David Anderson, 32 yards and a touchdown for the flight. Bacon, 3 yards shy of 100 this season.
I didn't think he had that many yards tonight. It didn't look like he did. It's consistent.
Very quiet, 97 yards. Stan Diamond, 11 solos. Diamond continues to rack up the tackles in SFLm. Diamond coming in with 50, so that's going to add to his total. Tigga Clay of Tacoma, your league leader in that category. And that's a wrap with Braylon King Moore's interception. Your player of the game tonight is Stan Diamond. Had the interception on the goal line that turned this whole game around for San Jose. 11 tackles and a pick. And are we yaying the defensive player getting the?
Yes, we are, Cam.
That's what I thought. Defensive player gets player of the game. We had a kicker get in the other game tonight. as well. 17-7. More SFLm action to come. Hopefully more points in the nightcap. This has been a presentation of the SFL on YouTube. Good night.
Night, everybody.